Well, my finger got to work out there, scooching that volume slider up and down. Hello! So much success. Many successes for streams. Hello. Hi Jeep, hi Kira, hi Bear. How we doing? We have it nice. Oh! There's a game. We are still playing. You vaguely recall. Yeet. Welcome. Are we having a good? How was Expeditions? Is Kiro? You were streaming up until fairly recently. I wanted to check, make sure I wasn't overlapping. I know we defeated the big bad. The world is now free of monsters. Everything's fine. World singular, because both worlds have now conjoined into one because they were being kept apart by magic. Yeah, we defeated X-Death, the Corset Tree. All the success. That's why folks voted for Berserker. Lag in your PS5 because you're exploiting an item grinding cheat in an optional mini-boss fight. Nice. Ah, the RPG way. But yeah, we're back in Final Fantasy V. As mentioned, we have we've successfully saved the second world from the evil clutches of X-Death, the subtle name of a villain in any game. And in doing so, we reunited the two worlds because they were originally one and they were split in two through magic shenanigans, which I've forgotten. But now they're together and there's no monsters and everyone's fine and everything's good. And we're all here. I say we're all good. One of the characters did die last time. Galuf, fortunately. But we have his granddaughter, Kara, who's taken over, whose sprite looks different to everyone else's because she's a child and she can't face the proper way. Everyone else knows to face to the left. Kara's like, why am I face? Yeah, she's a baby. She's very small. But yeah. Have to grow into being a side-facing adult. There's something metaphorical there. By killing the ants, the boss summons over and over again, filling the screen with particle effects. Oh, brilliant. Very silly. So yeah, what do we do now? Well, obviously, we're now back on our conjoined planet. I don't think we've actually worked out that the planet's conjoined yet, but it is. And we're outside Tycoon Castle, which is the castle to which Lena is princess, and it turns out Faris is also heir to the throne. And yeah, so we're gonna go see how everything's going there. We're not gonna see, obviously, because this version of the game cuts out all the cutscenes, but I'll explain. We meet the Chancellor, and Chancellor's like, brilliant, the heirs are back, everybody come and have a dance. And then there's a dance scene with all the ballroom peoples, and Lena's on the we can't get to them anymore. Lena's on the throne up there, as you can see, and so is Faris, sporting a fancy dress and pulled up hair and such. And we're not allowed near them anymore because we're not royalty, so we get sort of incidentally kicked out if we try and interact with them. So it's like, oh well, that's annoying. And Kara's a bit upset about this, so we go and console Kara, who's forlornly standing on a balcony going, what's going on? You come out of the womb looking straight at the god controlling the game, that is your life, and eventually you grow up facing sideways. You realise the god is not all, and you can explore the world yourself. Speaking of which, Butts is now going to go and find the friend he left behind, because we started the game with the Chocobo, and we did go and meet the Chocobo again. Boko, I think is the name. We did go and meet them briefly at some point. They were in bed recovering from a wound. But hopefully they're better now, so that's good. Also, there's a hole in this mountain. Don't worry about it. The meteor's gone. That's not here anymore. Somebody built a bridge over this river, which is nice, because I'm not entirely sure there was a river there before. Oh, that's it. We couldn't come over here before because the kingdom had to build this river. But no, build the bridge over the river that wasn't there before, which is the first clue that this world is not the world that we started in. Things went fine, just got a little distracted with some fights that were a bit tough. RPG style. Speaking of which, there are 2 optional bosses in this game. Actually, there are quite a few optional bosses in this game, but there are 2 very, very, very strong optional bosses in this game, and I'm not going to do them. Because I don't have the things that make them easy. Ah, it's a chocobo! It's Boko, it's fine, look. Gonna have a run around. Whee! We'll zip around on Boko. They're full of pep and vim. And probably greens. What's over here? Oh look, a bridge. Never seen that bridge before. Down here. Not much. 2 VODs to highlight today because your game crashed about an hour. I did see that there were 2 VODs. I didn't know whether you just took a break. Yeah, and now we can go up through this area here and... Oh, is this the canal maybe? No, that's something else. Where did that come from? I don't know. New rivers. Yeah, these land masses are now connected. Ah, this was the canal that we lost Zelda in, or Zelda. Hey look, there's our airship that we left on the first world. Where we jumped into the portal. This was the town we went to where we originally found all the pirates. Are the pirates still here? Actually, I'm gonna go see if the pirates are still here. They might be back at the hideout, actually. No, they've gone. We'll go see them again at some point. But we can now walk on rivers because we have a chocobo. But yeah, Lena and Faris are obviously aren't with us because they're back at the castle, being, you know, heirs to the throne and such, and having a great time. I'm gonna save for no particular reason. And go into this little mountain pass here, which has its own internal area that's not just on the world map, so I'm sure nothing's gonna happen. Oh god, there's a hole. Ah! Was it in the second VOD, I think? Like, what did you do? You fell into a hole. Kara's like, oh wait, don't be mean to your bird. Yeah, I think it was the second VOD when Kira suggested that there might be a boss in this game, similar to one in Final Fantasy IV. It's an antlion! Well, that's terrible. What do we have at our disposal? I don't know what works on you. Deathclaw, that's always a good try. Nope. Not a good try this time, turns out. So this is just a thing living underground. It is annoying if you don't get it killed pretty quickly. That'll speed things up if it works. It does not. Does this work? We're just gonna try stuff. I don't know much about this boss. Then again, the reason I might not know much about this boss is because there's not much you can exploit. Flash would be nice. Nope, we don't even get that. Well then, let's just do damage. Stomach acid, no, boo! I don't want to be covered in stomach acid. Alright, there we go, that's good damage. Oh yeah, do we have... Yeah, we've got air lancers equipped, that's why. Air damage. Oh! That's a lot of damage. He threw up. He done the food up. Windy. This thing lives underground, it doesn't know what air is. We're just throwing it at its face. It's gonna get freaked out and run away. See? Okay, what happens there, in the cutscene that was skipped, is we're stuck in a hole, right? Butts and Kara are stuck in a hole with the chocobo, and you're like, how the hell do we get out of here? And then a rope gets lowered down. You're like, well, that's weird. And you try and grab onto it, and then it gets pulled up. And then you try and grab onto it, and it gets pulled up. So whoever's got the rope is just playing with you. Eventually, they let you grab onto it, and you climb up, and it's Faris. Faris, it turns out, not a big fan of being put in a dress, and decided to just jump out of a window and run away. So Faris is back. Back to their berserker self. Mood indeed. So yeah, we're now here. And we walk in here. Do we walk in here? We might not even be able to walk in here. No, we do walk in. And we may recognize this area, because last time we came here, there was a turtle from the second world who told us all about things. And we, oh, I should a small thing I forgot to mention before, because it's a small thing, but it turns out to be a big thing. During the Antlion cutscene, Kara mentions that she has a splinter. Anyway, so we come here, and there's Turtle, and Turtle tells us that we're in a conjoined world, and everything's fine now. See, everything's good. We're coming here with the scholars from both worlds who are going to get together to help sort things out and whatever. But what are we sorting out? What's the problem? What could possibly, need sorting out in this world? Answer, that splinter was a splinter of Exdeath. Remember Exdeath's a tree? Yeah, he smuggled himself in through Kara's finger into this world and is now back and causing havoc. And we need to try and sort this out. I think. Maybe that comes up later. Either way, things. So we have a book. There are tablets. Special ancient tablets that no one's been able to find or get to before, but now that the worlds are combined, there might be ways to get them. And in fact, I mentioned before that this library that we're in had a book that was incomplete. And there was another library in the second world, that had a book that was incomplete. Turns out they had two halves of the same book, and now they can read it. So you have the blue-robed or purple-robed people from the second world and the orange-robed people from the first world. Scholars working together in harmony. Good stuff. Thanks, everybody. Also, thank you, Turtle. Guido. Power of the 12 legendary weapons should be able to defeat Exdeath. You must protect the world. That's what we're doing. We're unlocking 12 legendary weapons, which are useful for a variety of classes, which means we'll probably only need like 3 of them. So yeah, the library's still here. There's a castle there from World 2. That's where the libraries were. They have combined. So we now need to look out for these tablets, which have sealed away ancient weapons that we can use to defeat Exdeath. Mr. Splinter. There is also a Ninja Turtles reference at that point in the story, because it's a splinter, and we're talking to a turtle, and the turtle mentions something about eating pizza. I don't remember exactly. There are monsters now as well, because Exdeath's back, so are monsters. So, bad times. Also, hey, do you remember this tree? This was the tree we went in the forest that burned down. This forest hasn't burned down, so... They've got a bit of foliage back. They're doing okay. We'll never come back to it, I'm sure. Anyway, do you also remember this desert which we couldn't walk across because it was all shifting and weird? Yeah, it's not doing that anymore. Ugh. There are monsters in it, though. Be gone. Faris, why have I left you as a berserk? It's the one class I don't want. And I have a missing party member. We'll just assume that Lena is going berserk back at the castle. I think that's reasonable. Also, I definitely don't want it for the next fight. Also, that was a lot of AP. I haven't left it on like high. 2. I leave it on 2 just so I don't have to grind for stream. Okay, you are going to be chemist, please. With blue magic. Not bone mail. Boo bone mail. Not front row either. Okay. I'll do a little quick cheeky save. And yeah, there's a pyramid in the middle of these. We could have seen the pyramid in the shifting sands before if we had bothered to try and get close, but we couldn't get to it because all of the shifting sands were stopping us from doing so. Yeah, let's just do it. Pyramid! And we tried to get into the pyramid. However, there are 2 suspiciously shaped gargoyles here. Oh no, they've attacked. Bonk. Gargoyle. Bleh. It's hunk and punk. Yeah, so their gimmick is if you kill one of them before the other one resurrects the first. So you got to try and kill them at the same time. Not a unique gimmick. We've seen a boss like that before, but they do it infinitely, these 2, which is annoying. It won't be the last time we see it either. So what's everybody up to? This is just a quick. It's a mini boss more than a boss. I didn't even bother to heal. That's how little I care. Oh, I bet I only bought 3 knives. Oh. Yeah, how we all getting on? We're having a good time? Having a good evening / afternoon? They have more health than I remember. Actually, level 3 flare works on them, I just remembered. I'll probably be using that. Wow! One's dead. How did that happen? I've been attacking them equally. Well, it's going to demonstrate my point. Unless I get there first. There we go. Slight differences in damage was enough to make that quite scary. Cool. Varus has learned Combine. Varus knows how to combine genders. Get the best of their own world. Right. What do I want to do in here? I've just had a fall, which is interesting. And it might be a disaster, but we'll find out. I'm gonna have a little sleep. Sleep. A little savey save. And let's go plundering a tomb. It's Tomb Raider now. Yes, we're in the tomb, the Great Pyramid. And there are bland Lamias. Why are they bland? I don't know. Oh, they don't like wind. Good. Good for me. Chunk. Also some more of these things. Are we time for you to finish farming this fight? There are so many particle effects now the mini-boss disappeared for a couple of seconds. Oh, good. Ooh. Got a lag here as well. Nile. These are called Niles. This Frazier. It's fine. We can't cast float, can we? But we can combine to make... Oh, I need my spreadsheet. Where's my spreadsheet? Yeah, that's a lot of particle effect. I've just seen Kira's posted a screenshot. There's a lot of bits and bobs. Fun time. Right, yes, you just learned Combine, so you can use that. Not Bone Mail. Not Dancing Dagger. Well done, yeah, whatever. Okay. Cool. Yes. Give me my mix thing. There. I want to float, because that's just going to make my life a little bit easier. No, I don't have to do float. I'm going to try something and it might be very stupid. Let me try it. Ow. I walked into multiple stones. They're trying to attack me with not enough MP. Particles go brrrr. Killed at least 10 more ads since then. Victoire! Okay, let me try something. Might be stupid. Here are some spikes. I could just walk on spikes. Ha ha ha! Geomancer! The Geomancer can just walk on hazards, except falling sand. Ah! Well... I just noticed this sand looks like a happy chameleon. You see that? It's just a big old smiling chameleon. A little newt. Hello. Speaking of. These guys came out of a trap. Doesn't matter. Not even going to give you the full Aero 3. You're just going to get Aero 2. Wow, that didn't kill you. Okay. I should have given you an Aero 3. That's annoying. Well, I shouldn't have the Dancing Dagger in here, actually. Because the Dancing Dagger has 2 abilities, both of which drain things from the enemy, either health or MP. However, the gimmick of this place is that everything's dead. All the things are dead, which means if you try and drain something from them, they will drain it from you. But if you try and heal them, it hurts them. Anywho, there's a chest here. I'm sure it's fine. Oh god, there's monsters! Cursed ones! Why? I didn't need combine. I still have that. Should get rid of it. Quick, kill them with wind. Oh yeah, I had an idea. I should try the idea. What do we get for our trouble? An ice shield. Which is not as good as an Aegis shield. I don't think anyone else can use shields. So, well, it is as good as an Aegis shield. It, in fact, is slightly better in terms of a lot of stats, as you can see. Better defense, better evasion, better magic defense. As you would expect from a shield. However, an Aegis shield is the only shield in the game that has the ability to dodge magic, which makes it quite powerful. Also, who has the gold pinion? Okay, yeah, so what is... Oh, there's another snake. Might as well let Kara do all the magic, if that's half price. Half price Penetini. I've been watching some very silly videos on YouTube, which I may recommend in the new newsletter. Build your own Teddy's chocolate chicken. What am I done? Arrow 3. What am I done? Ooh, 24. Expensive. What do we have for terrain in here? Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom. The Lamia's ability is to charm. It can charm you. Which is handy if you have a class who can charm, because you can get their... increase the likelihood of you charming by stealing their tiara and wearing it. We don't have one that can do that. In fact, why? Yes. So up there is a cursed ring. I'm not going to get it because it's cursed. I think that's reasonable. The curse is very simply, it has very, very good stats. However, you are cursed with the condemn status, which means that in 30 seconds after the fight starts, you will die. We can just walk on tramps. That's so satisfying. The Geomancer has big soled shoes to walk on sharp rocks. And I don't have to worry about floating. Don't have to worry about lava. I knew it worked on lava. I didn't know it worked on tramps. It doesn't change much, it just means I don't have to walk around things and solve puzzles. Just go screw you and your switches and traps and stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna heal up. Because you can't stop me. You simply can't stop me. Speaking of stopping, what am I gonna do about the next boss? I'll work that out on the way, by which I mean I'll forget. Let's go! Okay, now we've done that. And gotten ourselves an ice shield that we probably won't use. I can't be bothered. Bye. Upstairs for more traps. We're trapped in a room with snakes. Something something Indiana Jones. More snakes. You run from these? You run... No, you can't. Let's say, if you run from a trap, how does that work? Because I know there are certain fights that are like... something in the overworld appears and it runs into you and you have to do a fight. And then you run away from it, and the thing that ran into you, it just isn't there anymore. Because the game assumes you killed it. Do I need anything here? Probably. I don't know what's what. So let's just open all the boxes. All the traps. Okay, this is when I'm going to try something really stupid. Can you white wind the enemy? You can't. That's it. Okay, never mind. Back to normal wind. There's just going to be a lot of wind for a while. I hope you don't mind. Boom. It's heckin' windy. Dark matter, that's good. Because I'm a chemist. But I have a chemist. That's going to help me do real cool things with final boss. Heckin' windy. I don't know what these things are. I've always thought they look a bit like cats. They're sort of more imps. Flame shield. Monster in a box. This is a zombie dragon, I think. Archaeosaur. Got a little bit of a heal. That's the nice win. I could probably just throw some healing stuff at you, but I can't be bothered. I want what you've got, whatever it is. Probably like a dark suit, which is a weird thing to say about a dragon in a pyramid. Do you have a dark suit? Something, you know, a bit slim-fitting around the waist, wide shoulders. A little shorter in the arms. Dragon Fang, also good. White suit. It's a white suit, not a dark suit. Which are good, in fact. It's... Still have Gaia gear. Good. You have Gaia gear. Because it's better than bone mail. Oh, it's a flame shield. That's what I forgot. Right. More snakes. Can I get past them? Ah, no. Because you have to walk into them, they can't walk into you. They can walk into you, but they don't do anything. Yeah, sorry, this is a little bit repetitive. I'm just sort of blowing wind at snakes. Interesting stuff will happen in the next room. That's a trap. No longer a trap. This room, for reasons I can't explain, is full of robots. You also have to walk into them, but they walk towards you like the Moogles did, as you can see. They like me. Can I just sort of like trick? No. Machine head. Right. What's good against you? I don't know. Can Deathclaw? Always try a Deathclaw if you can. Hey, anyway, look at that. Basically free. Boom. Victory. So we'll just kill the rest of them. Something that isn't wind. It's expensive, but it's not wind. Oh, and it didn't work. Still costs money even if it doesn't work. That's the one thing I didn't want you to do. Just hit it. Just hit the thing with a stick. Do like 6 damage, you're fine. There we are. I'm gonna have a look at the thing. Well, apparently not. I thought I had to walk into it. No, you have to look at them. Right. Well, you need an ether, so... Oh, I forgot to give you Combine, which would have given you a better chance of ethers. Ooh, been a while since we've had one of those. Also, it does that, which hurts. Not great. Can't run. Good. Lovely. Let's just quickly Deathclaw. Not well, okay. The 1 second, I'm just gonna deal with the bot. That's a bot. Yes, a bot. Yes, a bot. I verified that it's a bot. It really is a bot. There we go. I got rid of the bot. Now to fight the bot that's going to kill me. Oh, the iron. The deciduous iron. Righto. One more turn. Hey, Elf Cape. Doing its tricksy job. Boom. Now, how lucky am I feeling? Very. No, that's not gonna work, is it? Fine, we'll heal them the normal way. You can just walk over these. For a monster in a box. Can we Deathclaw you? No. Back to Wimd for more heckin' Wimdy. We're gonna run out of heckin' Wimdy at this rate. Fire would be better against these guys, but I don't have any fire. Well, I do have fire, but it's quite a weak fire. Black suit. There's the black suit. Which is better? One's slightly better with magic, one's slightly better with light. Let's give you the magic one. Can you wear them? Other one? You can. Lovely. Right. Hang on, I'm looking at things. I was looking at ways of getting more MP for my money. But it's fine. Got a lot of money. I don't have a samurai. I can't throw money away. Mummies! Mummy's alive! Rude. So yes, had you picked the samurai, their main claim to fame is that they throw money at enemies. And the more money you have, the more damage you do. So if you save up all your money, you do a heck of a lot of damage. To the point that you can just, like, beat the final boss in 4 or 5 turns. A girl. Give me the victory. There's a couple more elixirs in here I could grab. More importantly, there's a save point where I can heal. With my portable cabin. Probably should have bought a few more before I came in here, but that's fine. Also, you have mastered Blue Mage. Have you mastered Blue Mage? You have not mastered Blue Mage. You're the Blue Mage now. And you are the comfy Geomancer with little stars on your head. You look more like a clown. That's fine. Nope, you need the gold. No, you don't need the gold pinion. You need the plumed hat. You need the gold pinion. Not the bone mail. Not the Excalibur, because that's not a real sword. Well, actually, if I equip the Excalibur and use Goblin Punch, it does actually use the full damage. Little baby clown! Yes, every job in this game has a different outfit for every character. So Kara naturally has her own set of outfits for each of the jobs. The monk's kind of cute. Thief's got a little cowl. Little baby dragoon. Ninja, samurai. Oh, look at that. This is just hiding inside the little... Is that a cat? Looks like a cat. Never really looked at these. Is that a big bow? That might be a big bow. There's a little flower in the hat. That's cute. There's a little love heart, maybe? Big shoulder pads. Blue mage, we've seen that. That's just a shit. That's just acting. Chemist, little clown, dancer, little headband. Oh, that's bard, little headband, dancer, and then normal, just normal clothes. Oh, comf. Are those onesie outfits called? The one for Kara? Kigurumi, maybe. Cat costume is too big. Right. Save. I'm gonna go grab those elixirs. There's another cursed item in here called a thornlet, which is blue. Which is it's good. It's a hat. So it's a crown of thorns basically. And the effect, as you might expect with the crown of thorns, is that it hurts. It's very good, but it hurts. One of you, please work. There we go. Speaking of heads hurting, rest gear. Oh no. Knees weak, arms spaghetti. Hey, I can walk over traps, you can't. Grab the elixirs and run away. Yes, I don't really want the thornlet because it does just drain your health in battle, which is annoying. So bye. In this room, we may encounter some foreshadowing. Let's find out. Hello, foreshadowing. This is Sekhmet. They look cool. They got a big old mace and rusty armor. I'll be a bit heat-stricken. No! Gotta stay cool. I have two fans going right now. One of them's for me and one of them's for my talent. It's not even hot. It's just pleasant. I have them on quite low settings. Even if you defeat me, my brother at the tower. Hi, Segment. Foreshadowing. I don't know why that's here. It just is. I did at one point memorize which of these boxes just contain dark matter, because in almost all circumstances, dark matter is pointless. So in most runs I could just ignore it. However, it is the most important thing if you have a chemist. So, it's one of the most important things anyway, after some dragon fangs. Dragon fangs, turtle shells, and dark matter. Like that. Like dark matter. And this is crystal armor, I think? These are statues. How do you kill a statue? You make it soft. Sounds like a joke, but it isn't. We're literally just going to use a soft on. They're like, oh no, the darkness imprisoning me. And then they just crumble into dust. Check the temperature. It's heat stricken. It's 37 degrees. Kira, put the air conditioning on. 37 degrees. Put the air conditioning on. Hydrate. Look after yourself, please. I care you and do not want you to be puddle. I believe in an alternate translation of this. They just call statues in this, but I believe in an alternate translation they're called objet d'art. Because why not? We will fight you, Kara. Collectively. Kay also thinks that. So yeah, normally we'd save a lot of time in this place by skipping chests, but I guess I have to actually open them. Okay, there's a door there. We'll ignore it. Oh, I can barely run away from you. You're annoying. This is Zephyr Zone. Hopefully I'll kill them before you realise why they're interesting. Arrow 3's good. Yeah, the reason they're interesting is because they summon other enemies to fight for them. And they can summon quite powerful enemies, including the Ziggurat, which is a big old genie kind of thing. Buff genie. We've seen recolors of them before. Right. Let's go. Oh no! Oh! Full box. Ah, monsters! Almost every box in this place has monsters in it. Most? I don't know most actually, it's probably about 50-50. Yeah, what are these? They're like handstand cat imps. They've got like goblin faces, but with unicorn horns. They're doing a handstand, they've got like pink rave bracelet. More dark matter. Hey look, that door we ignored. It's one way. That one way is runaway. Also, this wall. Do you like this wall? I do. I can go in it. Ow, boo. I don't like you. Go away. If you're asking why I don't run away from this thing, excellent question. The game doesn't tell me why I can't run away from this thing, but I never seem to be able to. If you're a thief, you can see these hidden pathways in walls. Oh, come on. So I'm not just walking in blind and being oh so very clever. I mean, I am. I have memorized these, but... but not from nothing. Monsters! Vandal Quars and Dark Wizards. Normally something different, actually. Wait, rude. Actually worth trying to kill them one by one, maybe? Maybe not. We'll find out if I regret this round of inquiry. Well, we'll kill you. Miss. Miss! The Aegis Shield. Coming up, trumps. Thank you. Another dark suit. No, it was a black suit, wasn't it? Yeah, black suit, not dark suit. They're different. Dark suit has better defense. Bugger all magic defense. Interesting. But is it better than a stealth suit? Yes. It is just better. Yes. Good stuff. No, go away. And enough... and enough fighting the Zephyr people. Stop it, I said go away. I will not fall for your wile. Yeah, normally I wouldn't do these, but again, dark matter. Dark matter, dark matter. Whoa, whoa. Gotta fight more imp cats. We may kill Butts. No, Butts is fine. No ifs, ands. You can pretend a joke is clever if you let the people work out the punchline themselves. Righto. Pyramid you can Tomb Raid in Dragon Quest 3, and there's one item that if you take it, the encounter rate in the pyramid shoots up to 100% every step. Putting random cursed stuff in pyramids in games is always fun. I want a little bit of healing. And then another dark matter. I think these are statues. No more cursed ones. Okay. What's your favourite troll item in an RPG? There's a YouTube channel I follow who I probably won't recommend because it's very technical and not a lot of you will necessarily want to listen to it. But it's called Displaced Gamers, if anyone's interesting, and they go into the code of old games, literally line by line, assembly code by assembly code. This is just money, I think. Cool. And they go over one game, Faxanadu, I think it was called, which has an amulet which is supposed to make you stronger, but because of a bug in the code actually makes you weaker. And they basically asked the question of like, if they like reissued this game, should they patch that? Because it's kind of commonly known that that's a thing now. If they patch it, will people get confused? Will they get annoyed if they avoid picking it up and it turns out that it's actually good? Ah, feels like 100% encounter rate. I don't want to fight you no more. In theory, it's actually kind of optimal for me to run. However, I'm not going to waste your time with that. I will explain what I mean by that when we leave the pyramid. This is always fun. Another gold head. Chimiste. Again, left. I remember these. Left is right. i.e. left is the good one. Right is the trap. I even have little mnemonics to remember which ones I should avoid, and I can't avoid them. I mean, I can, but I probably shouldn't. More dark matter. I can't avoid Miss. You made me have a chemist. Hi, Miss. I mean, I think you wanted dancer, actually. How's it, Miss? Miss having nice times? Didn't make anyone have anything. Fair enough. Surviving is better than the alternative, I suppose. Yay. Proud of you. Setting more crochet to check. I saw a message. Didn't know. I did mean to fall down here eventually, but not quite yet. Get extra things if you fall down. Secret thing. Like money. And a house. You've been sending me these tempting crochet projects. Rude. I did actually crochet something yesterday. Not fully, just a piece of something. And eventually, when I'm finished with it, I'll show it to people, but run out again. Can I vampire MP? Is that a thing? Looks like HP to me. Ooh. You run out as well! Well, let the goblin punch everything to death. This is here, goblin punch time. It should be quite good with you, because you have the Excalibur. Yeah, sure, I'll use ethers. I don't need this. No, it's a hammer. I do need this. Boo! Why do I need all of the trap chests in this place? You gave me the berserker that needs this hammer. You gave me the chemist that needs all of the dark matter. On it. But yes, I began crocheting a thing last night, and it was something I was like, can I pull this off? Is this a thing? This is a weird shape, and I don't know if you can do it in crochet, so I'm gonna give it a go. And I got it on the first attempt, and I was like, yes. I'm gonna find your tiny violin. I want to play this game well for you, guys. I want to be stuck on the final boss. Earth Hammer. Robots in disguise. Ribbon. Good, we can't use that. And it wasn't even optional. Last one, last chest. We're almost done with the pyramid. Hello back. Have you put on air conditioning and gotten a water? Or hydration of some kind? Food and drinks! Yeah. Well, Paris died. I think you can level 3 flare these as well. You should have been doing that. Hang on 1 second. There's a power tool. It's a really weird sound outside. I wonder what it was. Terrain. Taking some headache medicine, yeah. Let's to look after yourselves. And this is making dinner. Good stuff. Right. Last chest. We walk in, we get to the top of the pyramid. We find the tablet. The first tablet of 4. Da, 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 da. Then the bit that we're on raises and goes to the actual top of the pyramid, and now we're outside. And then a big old dragon flies overhead. We only really see its shadow. But it looks at us and goes, I will see you on the North Mountain. And then flies off. We won't see them on the North Mountain because we don't need them. Because you didn't give me summoner. But that's fine. And then we leave. And you may be thinking, well, that was anticlimactic. Shouldn't there be a boss at the end of a zone? Right. No summoners for me. I've got to work out how to do this thing. There's gonna be a boss. Spoiler. But I don't have a great deal. It has a gimmick, for which I do not have much of a retort. But we'll work it out. We're a good level. We'll work it out. Next 3 days, 0 thoughts. Good. Good for you. Don't let anyone tell you. You wouldn't understand it anyway. Anyway, here's a weird thing. Like classical paintings. This is Mergine, or Mergine. I don't know how to pronounce it. They are a weird demon. And they have a really annoying ability, which is they're immune to almost everything except one particular element. At the moment, it's fire. And I don't really have much in the way of fire. But eventually they'll change, and I don't know what they'll change to. So I'm going to try and take advantage of the fire thing where possible. So let's stick a mission on here, see if we can do some damage. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Better than I thought. Their boobs thought it was Jupiter. Could be Jupiter. Hey, Jeep, redraw. I also have still probably some of these rods. Don't know whether it's better to break a rod or use a rod to make a mission stronger, but that's good. Oh, Ferris is dead. Who's the healer that dies? First drawing statues, now drawing pixel art. You don't have to draw pixel art, you just have to draw the interpretation of the pixel. They did redraw a bunch of the sprites for future versions of the game, so I can find you a cleaner version. What was I looking for? Fire. Fire rubber. Yeah, I think this boss has 4 forms. Four. One of which is immune to fire, one of which is vulnerable to fire. That looks like a change. Yeah. One's vulnerable to fire, one's vulnerable to ice, one's vulnerable to thunder, one is vulnerable to physical. I believe is the way around, so I don't know how air... Did you go back to fire? That would be nice. No, you didn't. Oh, you heal! Oh, brilliant. Even better. If I want to try, I heal you. Right. Let's try physical. Would Goblin Punch count as physical? If it does, it didn't work. How does Aero 3 work? Literally nothing, okay. I don't have much in the way of elemental stuff, is the thing. I don't really want to try. So what do? Terrain, help me. Forest. It did nothing. Dark Shock. Reduce your defenses. Doesn't work. Vampire. That does work. Okay, that's something. Did a little bit of damage here and there. I don't think Vampire works if you're full health. Well, you're not fire elemental, we know that. Well, now you might be. Let's try. Place your bets. Nope. Physical? What a fun fight. Better if you have a black mage. Well, we'll just vampire up, I suppose. On the plus side, because vampire works. Slightly more difficult to die. Immediate change again. Yeah, it doesn't work if you're full health. Fire? Not fire. Physical? Not physical. Or maybe not physical. Blaming my tools. Yes, blaming my tools. Might actually have been more advantageous to have had a berserker here. To constantly test for physical damage. Might also be worth just spamming vampire. Is it cheap? One MP! Just spam vampire. What could possibly go wrong? Ah! Or maybe physical does one. A Goblin Punch doesn't for some reason. Then in that case, Forest! Lend me your spears. defenses might just be quite high. Fire. Fire! Well, I do need to heal up though. And you're gonna change immediately? Rude! Oh, whoops. Well, Kara might be dead. That's on me. Kara's dead. Here. I didn't kill the baby clown. The baby clown's still there. The baby clown's fine. Vampire didn't work. Huh. I keep... yeah. That did good. Okay. Okay, I see. If vampire doesn't work, that means physical. For some reason. I don't quite understand that, but sure. Let's do my potion on the baby clown, so you don't get mad at me. As mad at me. What is Leaf Dance supposed to do? If it stops the enemy, that actually works out quite well. Perhaps not. Rude! Suffer the slings and arrows. Allure! I forgot you had an allure. No, butts! Snap out of it. The baby clown's gonna slap you in the face. Fire? Fire. Dead! There we go, that took a while. But we found Lena! Why is Lena here? Excellent question. Can't remember. She's here and she's unconscious, as is her typical state. We'll rest. Rest up. Fine. She's fine. She needs to be a berserker now, so she's probably rather annoyed by the circumstances. Well, or because you have Master Geomon, so we could go cute little Kigurumi berserk. Berserker with berserk, you say? There we go. And we'll make one of you too. You're the Geomancer, the slightly older clown. Right, cool. Sorry, a lot of admin. Leaf Swirl, as it's called in the wiki, does wind damage to all enemies. Oh, okay, so it's wind damage, so it was immune. Fair enough. 99% to inflict darkness. That's pretty good. I like that. There are enemies here now. Hello, Elm Gygus. Now, there's a slight issue with going back to the library that we were at, which is that it's not there anymore. So X-Death came along. Remember X-Death? He was a splinter about 10 minutes ago. And he went, you know what? I'm not much of a fan of this world. I'm gonna destroy it and drag it into the void. And so he's opening up portals to the void everywhere. Here's one of them. There used to be a library. So this world is literally being torn to pieces by big holes that go to the void. If between worlds, which is where Greg got taken. So clearly, you know this is irreversible. Can we go to the void? But yes, in doing so, I kind of want to set this up, even though it's not going to pay off until probably next stream. But in announcing that he's going to do this, he summons, like, I can't remember exactly how many, like 9 or 10 beasts from the void to help him do this. I think that might have been one of them, actually. Merigine. Possibly, can't remember. Can't even read smut during the end times. Well, at least you kept it under your bed. You just can't take it out of the library. But yeah, so there's a bunch of monsters from the void that are helping him do this. And they're going to sow chaos throughout the land. While they do that, I'm going to buy some items. These are all good for mixing. They're quite expensive, but they're good. Lots of cabins, please. Here. Right, cool. Luckily, all this jostling of land masses made this boat appear, which is nice. Actually, it's an airship. Then there's a cutscene involving more bits of, like, void happenings, big old holes in the world. It is at this point, if we so desire, that we can just go into the void. The void is the final part of the game. So we could, if we wanted to, just head towards the final boss. I'm not going to. I want to show you some other cool stuff in this game. There's cool stuff in this game. So we're back. It's reversible, as it transpires. Quick stop off at the pirates, who are now landlocked, I realise. Slightly awkward. We just pop in here. There's... Oh no! What's going on? That's the sound of Sildra. That dragon what died. And then in a very emotional cutscene, Sildra comes. The spirit of Sildra arrives and says goodbye to Faris one last time, and turns into a summon. We now have Sildra fighting alongside us in spirit, literally. But we can't use that because we don't have a summoner. Hello. This is Coco. This is Boko's other half. While we were in the second world, Boko found a partner, which is nice. That over there is the end of the game, but the last official thing we need to do. That's also the last thing we're going to do because there's a lot more to do elsewhere. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, good football. Speaking of Boko, I'm now going to go grab them. Here they are, hello. And we're going to go on a trip. We're going to go on a round the world trip. Quite literally. So don't mind me, we're just going to do a little whistle stop tour. We're going to start here. This is a castle. I think I skipped over it last time. This is the castle that contains the 4 seals, which we're finding the 4 tablets to open. Hello, how you doing? Princess Lena, you're all right. That book. Would you like me to read it for you? Sure. 12 weapons were used in the war against Enuo, with seal in the castle of Kuzar. I love games that just throw names around willy-nilly. The keys to releasing the seals are the 4 stone tablets. The one rests with the souls of the past protected by the earth. We just got that. It was in the pyramid. One is in an island shrine protected by the wind. Wind? One is in a place deeper than the floor of the sea protected by flame. Kind of. And the last behind a waterfall protected by water. Don't you know? We also seal our servants. The keys to releasing them are the 4 stone tablets. When the tablets are moved, our servants shall also revive. The ultimate black and white spells. The greatest dimensional spell, Meteor. The Sea King, Leviathan. And the King of Dragons, Bahamut. Hold this book up to the door, and the path to the seal will open. Nice. Are they cute, the 4 seals? No. Oh yeah, there's also... It's an X-Death Soul. It just kills me. Great. Love this thing. Huh. The Earth Hammer has a earthquake. Did I save outside of here? I hope I did. I don't know why they make it so that there's like these annoying enemies here. They're really annoying. Bonk back. They have cute whiskers and flippers. One of the weapons might be called a dragon whisker or a flame whisker or something. That's what the seal looks like. Right, we have the 12 legendary weapons. Let's do them in order from 12 o'clock around. Excalibur can only be used by a knight, so I don't want that. The Assassin Dagger has a chance of just instantly killing things. Actually useful, but there might be something more useful. Sasuke's Katana. Insert anime reference here. Do not have a ninja. The Holy Lance can only be used by a dragoon. The Rune Axe, which I will take because I can use that for my berserker. We're gonna give an 8-year-old in a onesie the legendary Rune Axe. It's fine, don't worry about it. The Masamune. Don't have a samurai. Love how it's Excalibur, and then, I don't know, some Assassin's Dagger, I guess. Yuichi's Bow for the hunter, who we don't have. Fire Butte. It's called the Fire Butte. I thought it was called the Flame Whisker. Might be in a different translation. That is for Beastmasters. Sage Staff. Mainly for white mages. I don't know if anyone else can equip a staff. Hang on, you stop being dead for a second. Can you equip a staff? No. Oh, no, the chemist can. Not that I'd necessarily want to. Its main power is that it boosts holy damage, but I can't do holy damage. The Wizard Rod, which I will take. Let her have what she wants. The Wizard Rod is the Black Mage special thing, but it can also be used by Blue Mages, I believe. Let's find out. Wizard Rod. Doesn't look like much, but it boosts... I'm not sure all elemental damage, but certainly all, like, fire damage, ice damage, thunder damage stuff. Would have been nice against the last boss, really. Here we are. Apollo's Harp, as used by bards. And Earth Bell, as used by geomancers, which I do have, I suppose. Why not? The Assassin's Dagger is probably a better choice, but we'll come back for that when we get another tablet. Honk your cares away, miss. That's a great omen. Okay, now we leave without dying. Wow, that worked. Right, you heal me. Heal me, pop boy. Thank you. A good half of the jobs don't have a weapon for them. Yeah, there's like 20 jobs and 12 legendary weapons, so... And some of them are like the Assassin Dagger. Who's that for? I don't know. You think Ninja, but Ninja has the Sasuke's Katana, so... Or is that a samurai? Anyway, round the world trip, let's go. So we're gonna pop over here. This was the first town that we went to in the second world. Not much happened there. We did play the piano though. I'm gonna go up here. We sort of landed around here, I think, when we arrived in the second world. This was a canal system, which I didn't really point out at the time, but I'm just gonna walk across it because I have a chocobo. Why not? And there's a waterfall. We were told about a waterfall, about the power of a waterfall, hiding a tablet. So what do we find in the waterfall? Place your guesses. Is it a tablet? Is it a magical key that can get us to the tablet? What could it be? It's a magic lamp! That thing you find in waterfalls. That is probably the most important item in the game. For people who know what they're doing. Which sometimes is me. Now I can never remember where to go from here. We're still doing our round the world trip, but I've forgotten where the world is. I don't think we were supposed to come up here for the trip, so let's just go back. Past this little village, past the thingy-mabob. Yeah, past the castle of Enuo, or whatever it's called. I think that's a reference to Final Fantasy 3. Cute seal! Yes, this was Thingy-mabob's, Splinter's place. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This was, Karnak, the city that used to have a castle. It exploded. Then there was a desert down here that killed me. It's fun times. This is where we started with the library in the third world. This is where we just fought that boss. This is the pyramid. I didn't mean to come in here. Go round the void. This is the mountain where we went up and fought the big plant to get the medicine for the dragon. This is the village of werewolves. This is previously Galif's castle, I guess now Kara's. This is a long strip of land that used to be a long archipelago of islands that are now form one continuous band of land, which means I guess the middle of this is landlocked. There's a forest. We'll come back to that. Go up here. There's a strange looking tower. Interesting. This used to be Crescent Island, but now there's a tower in the way. Keep going up here. We go here. Here's another hole. This is a hole where the castle we started this world used to be. You know, with like Lena and Faris, their castle. Yeah, it's gone. That also got sucked into the void. Bad times. Not great. And so we've almost done a whole loop. I go over here. Yeah, this is where we picked up our friend. So let's go put them back over here. And let's go back to that forest that I was interested in. This little forest here. Why am I interested in this forest? Well, excellent question. There's a secret town inside. The town of Mirage. Hello. We are travelers of time, living in the cleft of dimension. What an introduction. This is a secret little town. There are clues to its existence throughout the game and also near the end of the game. And it sells real good stuff, which is nice. I don't know how much of it's good for me because of my specific circumstances, but we can have a wander around. There's some stuff that may be useful. Every shop has like a secret second shop. So for example, we're going to this armor shop. Looks pretty small for the big building. Buy some crystal stuff, some of the dark black and white suits that we were using before. Circlet, nothing major, but if I touch this, there's a secret second shop behind it. Haha! Who are you? Teach you about the rings. The fire ring absorbs fire. The coral ring absorbs water. The angel ring absorbs zombies. Running shoes. I will probably end up buying 3 of those at some point, but none. They're the 3 rings he was talking about. The tiara I was talking about in the pyramid. The Lamia tiara. You can tempt enemies with. And the angel suit, which I think prevents zombification. Sequin. So I will come back for some of those later. Not now, they're very expensive. Magic shop. I don't need any magic, but there's the magic shop. I like this one because it's like 2 shops. This shop, and then there's no one here. Interesting. But what if you went around the back? Oh, it's just this guy in a little room somewhere. He has the secret magic, like full life and dispel and doom and X zone. Oh, good stuff. Sequin. Then there's down here. There's the weapon shop. You can buy some weapons. An anti-magic bow. Not a lot of this is good for me. I think I have a Morning Star. And I have the Earth Hammer as well, so none of that, thank you. But how do you get to the secret weapon one? Well, obviously, you go around the back of the pub, you barge the bartender out of the way and steal this thief knife. You then go behind where the bar is, you talk to this guy, who is surprised that you walked around the entire world on a chocobo and gives you a Mirage vest. Yes, there was a reason I did that. And then you run as fast as you can to try and get in front of this person. Ah, gotcha, you bugger. Because otherwise they get stuck. Sure, there was a piano somewhere in this town. We need to find the secret piano. We're going to this building, which is not the building we wanted to go into. That's a heal, but we don't need it. We walk down here, we run all the way to the left, and then play the secret piano. Mastered the piano! Almost. That means I missed a piano somewhere. Doesn't matter, we're not a bard. Then we go over here, and then finally we're in the secret back room of the weapon shop, and then there's this guy who sells you things. None of which I can use. So other than running shoes, there's not a lot here for me. But this little staircase that I ignored in the middle, up here, is the chocobo. It's the big old black chocobo you fly around on. They do a dance. And this is how you get some cool secret stuff that we don't need because we don't have a summoner. Anyway, just thought I'd point that out. Did you know how utterly unhinged you sound right now? That's RPGs. Unhinged. Right, so what are we actually gonna do? Because we could go fight Bahamut and Phoenix and stuff with that chocobo, but we don't need Bahamut or Phoenix. Or Odin, actually, who we can find in the basement of Galuf's castle for reasons not explained. Used to be a cave full of squirrels. RPGs. Anyway, do you remember the big bridge? Look at the big bridge. It's now going right the way through a shrine that was previously on a little isolated island that you couldn't get to because it was surrounded by mountains. Now you can because there's a bridge going right in the middle of it. So let's do something about that. Oh, Berserker. I'm sorry. I know I've only just gotten the rune axe, but I'm gonna have to take it off you, I'm afraid. Just for a second. Remember these guys? We fight them again. Every shrine has one, or every place that has a special thing has one. They've all got a pair of goggles. Oh, well, got a pair of goggles. Wait, level 3 flat. Oh. Bonk. Ah, that's damage. Victory! Right, now time to give the 8-year-old girl a special axe. 71 damage, good stuff. Chickens! Not chickens. And the wizard stuff, it seems, does increase air damage, which is good. I did get the earth bell. I don't know what it does, but I've got it. The important thing. Yes. Right, cool. Gonna open this with the magic sealed book. Tear out the page, burn it. Boom! Doors open. Exciting stuff. And now chickens. Because I forgot to do this earlier. So there was this little town, if you recall, that was by the massive forest. The massive forest burned down and was replaced with the giant desert that we were just in. But there's this little town that was near it. We've been here before. And it's the town of Mwah. Mwah. However, there is something here that was not here prior. This little building over here. Or not in this building. Past this building. In a nest of trees, secret passage. We find this strange person. Hey, you found me. You were able to get here by yourself. That must mean you are brave, but maybe you are just a show-off. Well, that is something you must decide for yourself. If you believe you have courage, open the chest on the left. If you believe you are a coward, take the chest on the right. You can only have one, though. I'm a coward. We got the chicken knife. Yeah. Meanwhile, it's a skeleton the whole time, spooky. So the chicken knife is a weird old knife. Where is it? Chicken knife. There it is. Chicken. It can be used by almost everybody. White mages can't because they're healers. Monks can't because they like their fists. It is, in certain circumstances, not right now, because if I look at it here, it does 61 damage. That's pretty good. But in certain circumstances, it is the most powerful weapon in the game. What are those circumstances? Easy. Its power increases the more fights you run away from. It is called the chicken knife for a reason. Equivalently, if I'd have gone for the other chest, I would have gotten the Brave Blade, which is stronger the less fights you run away from. So if you've never run away from a fight at all, it's a good sword. But it's a sword. Not everyone can use a sword. Chicken knife, everyone can use a chicken knife. Yeah, silly RPG things. So if I just keep running away from stuff in between streams, we'll just have a really, really, really powerful knife. And who doesn't want that? Me, I don't want to keep running away from things. Right, back to the shrine. Everyone can use a chicken knife. There's nothing incorrect about that statement. Random encounter time with Execrators. What is my level? They have all of the level spells, and I don't like them. My level is all over the place, but there are 2 that are divisible by 5, which I'm not happy about. 3 Execrators, run! They're making me old! Run! Old I'm fine with, that resets after the fight. Water, I'm not vulnerable to, so we're good. What's the prediction for the rest of the week? Nothing gets me off quite like medicine or something. Take your meds. You will feel ecstatic. A Wazarul. Oh, this is this the one that's fun? A Wazarul? Or is it something later? I can't remember. It might be a Wazarul. That is a weird mistranslation. It's supposed to be the French for rare bird. And I don't know what the French for rare bird is, unfortunately. Oiseau rare or something. But they just went, a Wazarul? Sure, Wazarul. This is a Wazarul. Look at them, Wazaruls. I think it's this one. Might be another thing later. Don't know what I'm doing. Might as well just. Oh! Big damage for an 8-year-old. What's the terrain here? Gus. That means air! Sonic boom! Sonic boom. Massive damage from the 8-year-old. Who will appropriately be not the worst at the next boss. Because no one's good at the next boss. And so randomness is as good as anything. We're flying through air ducts right now. It's a puzzle. Whee! Whee! Look at us go! Can activate switches, it makes the path go different directions. Classic puzzles. I'm just picking up all the items because I've played randomizers and I'm programmed to do that. Oiseau rare. It might be. A lot of English words are just, you know, nicked from French. Boom! Runex, I believe its special ability is the fact that it uses MP to do critical damage. Which is fine by me because the Barbarian has no other way of using MP. So MP's magic points, by the way, I don't know if I ever specified. Right, progress. By progress, I mean fighting this thing. What is it? I don't know. There's multiple.
Oi, Shio.
Oi, Xiao! Ah, invisible. Not very invisible, are you? So Invisible's gimmick is that halfway through the fight, they will create a bunch of copies of themselves, but the copies of themselves will be all in the same place. So you won't know quite if you're attacking the one that you're supposed to be attacking. Hazel's great. Those will just use arrow. Image! Nothing appeared to change. The shadow appeared to change, if you noticed. Unfortunately for them, I have a multi-attacking attack, so I'll just hit them all. I know the gimmick. Screw you, Invisible. No, Wind Slash. Wind's my thing. Don't you wind me. I wind this fight. Yeah, all the digits at the bottom look weird because they're overlapping with each other. Multiple things are being hit. The game don't like it. Yeah, it's doing the classic ninja, like, copies of myself. Oh, and I killed it. I'm supposed to have... Oh, no, I killed the image. Aha, it tricked me. Tricked me into thinking it was dying. Now it's dying. This is the end. It is. Correct. Bye. Now, what did you have? Rising Sun. I can't use that. The rest of this place has lots of holes. So I'm going to try and avoid the holes. Also, there's a monster in this box, which I think is a robot. It's a robot again! We had enough of you in the pyramid. Deathclaw. Deathclaw. There we go. Kara, if you do the honors. Thank you. Guard ring? A good ring. It's a guard ring. More cursed one cat imp things. I don't quite know what they are. Unicorn imp goblins. Cats. Crystal helmet. I think I can give that to Berserker. Yeah. Crystal helmet, big axe. This tiny little child is very decked out. That was a waste. You charm me, then punch me. What was the point of that? Oh. No, don't old the child. And run away. Let me just check. Yeah, that is using MP. An ether. Lovely. This might be worthwhile. Assuming they don't charm me and do silly things. Like imps do. Oh, there's a charm. Does that mean you're going to use arrow on me? No, they're all dead. Lots of experience. This is a thing for a Beastmaster, so I don't need to pick it up. Beast Killer. Actually, is that for a Beastmaster? You think so? And you'd be right. Running away. Oh, bugger. No, bugger. No, bugger. Kara, why did you have to level up? Run! Run! Flee! Flee with your little clown outfit. That's the danger of level 5 death. I'm not going to heal, because I'm impatient. Grab an ether. Dragon Fangs, lots of pitfalls in here, but I've avoided them, it's fine. Yeah, there we go, see, it was worth it. And now I just make a house. Make a house at home. Simple solution to life's problems, just build a house. And now you're not dead anymore. Because games. Oh yeah, I need to pick these up again. Things I'd normally skip, but I can't. Slowing in, like a Ronin, but slow. Bye. Dark matter, dark matter. Tote Avis, that's Totes and Avis. Is this one of those fights I can't run from? No, I can. Okay. Right. Ah! It's Tote Avis again. Okay. Don't? Okay. Circle it. If there's an option on a questionnaire that you need to indicate as the right answer for you, circle it. Right. I'm going to now do a quick little heal, because there's a boss, and I will explain the boss as we go. So, do you remember when I said that the Hexdeath was doing what? And had summoned 10 demons or whatever to cause mischief. We're about to meet one of them. Oops. Nice if I'm looking at the thing. There we go. Oh no. Random encounters undercutting the dramatic tension. Bonk.
Boy, that number was something else.
You mean it was good?
No, it was something else.
Okay, there's the tablet. Second tablet. Very exciting. Thrilling stuff. We can get a knife out of this. Not that it'll beat the chicken knife. But oh no! Demon arrives! Ah! Who's the demon? It's called Stalker in this version of the game. Don't know why. It's called Wendigo in others. They have an ability called Mind Blast, which paralyzes you. Drains your health. They used it on the Blue Mage. Great, that means I can use it on the last boss. Now you might be thinking, hang on. One thing ran at me and there's 4 things here. Well, much like the thing before, what made images of itself, this thing has made images of itself. Who would have thunk? Now, to begin with, it's not that big of a deal. Reduced attack, life's good, does a lot of damage, all great. However, as demonstrated by Kara, now that I've initiated the fight, only one of these is real. Which one? Dunno. But knew that wouldn't be a fight. Just kill it. So now I basically just have to randomly attack things. Because game design. But that's why. Okay, so I reckon it's the last one down here. Maybe. Unless I haven't tried the first one. Ah, see, it does damage. Now it's a different one. Probably. Rude. Uh-oh. Very rude. Bling bling. So this is where the Berserker is actually quite good for this fight, because I'm attacking randomly, and that's what the Berserker does. So we're in sync. And there, see? They're good damage. It's a 1 in 4 chance they're going to hit the right thing, but it's a 1 in 4 chance I'm going to hit the right thing. I have a system, at least. Yeah, good job, little baby kitten Kara. So in theory, just having a team of Berserkers wouldn't be so bad for this fight. Wouldn't be very efficient, necessarily, but then again, in general, neither is this. Kara, can you hit the one in the bottom left? I'll let you try. Nah, okay. Less good, more as bad as everything else, yes. In theory, I should wait until Kara has a turn to eliminate one possibility, to be as efficient as possible. But I have a Berserker. Can't really be efficient. Don't mind blast me, please. I need that. No, you mind blasted the Berserker. Ooh. It's not how it's supposed to work. They don't have a mind to blast. Everyone's paralyzed and losing health. It's not that one. We can confidently say, not that one. It's that one again. Kara, do your thing. Bloody hell. While I do my thing of resuscitating Lena. Again. Have you White Wind? Hey, there you go. I was in the back row, so it didn't do much damage, but good job. Also, it's an axe. Very random damage on an axe. Stop killing Lena. Yeah, it's not that one again. Good try, but it's not that one again. It's not that one either. This one. 50-50. One of the front two. It's the first one. Kara, attack the top right. Good job. Nice. We don't need to heal, so I'll attack the top right again. Yay, it was still there. You gonna go for a third one? Fake out? No. 4, let's go for number 4. Nope. The D4 lied to you. Kara, can you work it out? Kara's had a good guess rate so far. Hey, look at that. But they keep, there we go, we finally killed it. And then all of the individual parts have to die because this game is programmed well. Don't have to hit it, Kara. Kara did good there. A rare, legitimate win for Berserker. Yeah, she needed to hit it though, yeah. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what happens there, but we get a cutscene basically saying, we don't know what we're supposed to do yet. But we feel some sort of mysterious connection between this place and another place that we saw. Do you remember there was a weird tower where Crescent Island was? It's not a crescent anymore, it's a donut. It's gone from a croissant to a donut. Because the tower is now blocking it. So yeah, there's some sort of connection going on there, so we should probably go and investigate. I don't want to go and investigate because I know what's in there. And I can't be bothered. But I guess I should. No, no, no. Quick, kill them first. Yeah. Running away at the speed of G. Got places to go. This is not ideal. There we go. I could have killed them, but running away makes the chicken knife stronger. Also makes them attack again. Well, there's only 2 people this time. Bugger off. I am trying to run away. If we had a thief or a ninja, we would have immediate ways of leaving, but we don't. Tried that last time, didn't work. Take that. Ooh, no. Let me leave. It's Toten Avis. I have a preemptive attack. This means I can go first and I still can't run before it. KO'd Kara and Faris are both moods. Huge moods. They're doing fine, look at them. Don't worry about it. Kara looks very cozy. Faris is just mid. Faris has got muscles, look at that. Oh! Buff Faris. They're evil. Also, if we had a time mage, we could teleport out of here. We can't. Bonk. Righto. So, you know, this thing, this tear. What is it? If I go in it, it's called Fork Tower. Because it came between the knife and the spoon tower. I'm gonna give it a quick save on the outside. So the gimmick here is that a tower forks. 2 misses. And we must divide the party into 2 groups. One goes up one tower, one goes up the other. In which group will Butts go? Butts, Blue Mage, goes up this way. And this is why I'm glad you gave me a bit of a variety of classes. Lena is a Geomancer, so... What's the magic of a Geomancer? 57. Drop. We'll go up that way. And then the other 2 will go up the other. Now, why am I being so pernickety about who goes where? Faris can go up here. I believe Faris is the chemist. Probably maybe could have put Faris up the other one for more ease. But it doesn't particularly matter, we have good jobs for this, it's fine. Sure, there are reasons, there are. We may ascertain them as we go through and get random encounters. We may not get many random encounters because they're quite low in this place, to balance for the fact that I only have 2 people in my party right now. Flare! This is a flare. I cast Toad. I'm a frog now. Good. Run, frog! Look at the frog running animation. Great. 2 frames. 2 perfect frames. Bye. Frog. Let's get rid of perfection. Yes, so you may notice going up this tower that a lot of things are magical. in nature. They can use magic. C'est magique. And they get rather annoyed at you if you don't use magic. Wonder Rod. That has a lot of utility. I won't use it. So yeah, this is essentially the magic tower. Meanwhile, we have the physical tower. If you try and use magic here, things will get very mad at you. This is why I put the Berserker over here. And the Chemist to heal them. So yeah, we have essentially split our party into the physicals and the magicals. In fact, actually, what are these called? They're called Berserkers. Come on. The imaginative name. Yeah. However, as you might guess, as is the case in most RPGs, this is a level, and at the end of a level is a boss. And my party is split in two, so that boss may in fact not be a boss. It might be two bosses. Yeah, might as well finish this. Flashbacks to fighting Yin Yang in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Is that a fun fight, is it? And missing number, yeah, same sort of thing. This is fine. It isn't a fun fight at all. You fight Yin Yang as Kate Sith alone, it sucks. Yay! Everyone loves Kate Sith. Okay, before we go on, let's get some stuff sorted. Heal up a smidge. No point you having blue magic equipped, so let's put on something else. Let's combine. Chicken knife. Not too useful for this because you're not going to be doing the attacking. Gold pinion, Mirage vest is probably really good. Mirage vest, I never did point this out. This is what I ran around the world on a chocobo for. This means you start the fight with image, which means much like the fights that we just did in the sealed temple shrine thing place. It means there's several copies of you, and if something tries to hit you, it'll hit a copy instead. So you basically get 2 free hits without repercussions. I'm going to give you an elf cape. I'm going to put you in the back row, which means you do less damage, but you take less damage, so I can keep you alive. Guard ring's good. Runex, ice. Go. Orb! There is orb! We need to take them at the same time. That's why we needed to split up. Orb. Get ready to take the spell at the same time we do. There are 2 spells here, special spells that I can't use either of. Ready? We will see one of them. Ugh. We begin with Minotaurus. This is what Sekhmet was foreshadowing. Remember Sekhmet in the pyramid? He said, "My brother in the tower." That's him. Also, if you play Final Fantasy VIII, it's where the design for the brothers comes from. 2 Minotaurs. Cool, well. You do your job, Kara, and I'll keep you alive. With a Berserker, this is not an interesting fight. So everybody stretch and hydrate. But there is something funny at the end that I really like. That shield's doing a good job. Looks like a Magitor instead of a mana one. Ah, you'll be here all week. Still heal. Kara has the guard ring, which automatically gives regen, so she's just recovering health naturally. But yes, if you literally can't use magic in this fight. magic menus are grayed out. Which is in stark contrast to the other boss after this, which I will explain. In fact, I could probably demonstrate. It is of literally no detriment to me to demonstrate, as you will see. No in-game detriment. Every time I see like a Morning Star or a spiky mace, I always think about how the spikes are spaced out and how it's not impossible to make them evenly spaced. You put them on the vertices of like a platonic solid or something, but they're never right in drawings and art and stuff, and I don't know how right they are in real life. I don't know if you want them to be equally spaced. I feel like you would, but... I could probably combine something to make Kara stronger, but it's a waste of resources. We'll just stand here for a bit. So, okay. There's a benefit. We are just kind of standing here doing nothing. You gave me a blue mage, though, for which I am eternally grateful. Because a blue mage means that I won't be standing here doing nothing for the next boss. And standing here doing nothing for the next boss is a valid tactic, but you stand here doing nothing for a lot longer. I probably could have gone and gotten Big Guard before this. A bit dangerous, the enemy's quite strong. You dead yet? Also, fun fact, do you remember the Assassin's Dagger in the Sealed Temple? We were just like, oh, it's just a dagger of an assassin. For reasons nobody quite understands, if you have a ninja in your party, ninjas can just throw weapons at enemies. You lose the weapon, but it does good damage. If you throw the assassin's dagger at this guy, he just dies instantly. He doesn't even do his little monologue at the end. No one knows why. There is nothing in the game that explains that's the case. You can just do it. So if you want to trivialize this boss, just do that. You lose the assassin's dagger, obviously, which is a shame. But, you know, it's funny. Kara is still looking at us as if to say, am I doing a good job? You're doing great, Kara. Should have given Varys a card ring. Holy, the magic of strength, see its power. Not enough MP. I don't know if that was deliberate, but in this game, the two bosses are basically guarding powerful magic, and this boss goes, I am guarding the magic of Holy, and I will use it in my final death throes. Oh crap, I don't have enough magic. Which I just think is very silly. We got the white magic Holy. We don't have a white mage. Ah. Quickly, before the tower explodes. No. What have we got? Wizard Flame. You should have the Aegis Shield, absolutely. Guard is probably a good idea. Probably would have been a good idea to try and get some wall rings back in the barrier tower, but never mind. Magic defense is the order of the day here. So, blah. Good. Geomancer. Could equip the chicken knife, actually 70 damage. We're running away from some good stuff, so that'd be good for punching. Okay, yeah, elf cape is pointless, so that, and you should both have terrain and blue. Right. This is the one I'm more worried about. This is Omniscient, he's wearing a carpet. Omniscient's deal is that he uses magic. In fact, I think he uses almost all magic. His other deal is that if you don't use magic, does terrain count? Let's find out if terrain count. let's find out if terrain counts by hitting him with something. Also mute you, which is very annoying. Gale comes then. He doesn't like that, so he just resets the fight. Right back to the start. Anything you do that is not magic, he'll just go, no, do over, we're gonna restart. So if you hadn't given me somebody with magic, a blue mage, for example. Actually, I'm gonna restart that because that's an annoying start. Yeah, if you hadn't given me a blue mage, we would have to use alternate strategies here. Those alternate strategies include, but are not limited to, waiting for this guy to run out of MP. Waiting for this guy to run out of MP with speed up takes 2 hours? 3 hours? Without speed up, if you don't do something clever with glitches, like 8, 10 hours. So yeah, thanks for giving me a blue mage. Let's see how well it does. Once again, good damage. Yeah, he just goes, nope, restart in the fight. Oh, it's chicken knife, yes, no. Put on air lance for the arrow 3. Look at that, good damage. Try and do this as much as possible before he tries to use shell or reflect or anything. If he uses reflect, I'm kind of screwed. Haste, that's not ideal. Haste means he gets like twice as many turns. Or gets turns twice as fast. That's not the best, but also not the worst. Mini means my physical attacks are terrible, but I'm not using physical attacks. No, it's an eye and an eyebrow, but you can't unsee tiny little face on his head. It's cracking you up. Well, that's rude. I do need 2 people alive. Teeny Lena is now flat. I can use items, mercifully. Kind enough to give me that. He's using very powerful magic, which means I'm near the end. Ow, come on! We might have an issue here. He's hasted using a lot of powerful magic. No! Okay, we might have lost that. Boo. Tricky. There's part of me that's wondering. Let me try something. Let's try a different tactic. Butts goes up here. You believe. Lena goes up here. Faris goes up here. And the lone berserker goes up here. She seemed to be doing quite well at surviving against Minotaur, right? Granted, the damage was being halved because some of it was going towards Faris, but maybe. I think it'd be fun. It'd be fun to try. I have no idea. Will we even get to the top? Or will Kara get into trouble on the way up? Who knows? Spicy! It'll at least give me, like, a dedicated healer for this side. It really doesn't help that, this boss is basically a one-shot in the final phase. I just need 2 people alive at the end, because unlike the Minotaur, who runs out of magic and can't use its final thing, Omniscient can, and will probably kill you with it. So as long as 2 people are alive, we only need 1 to survive. You know, what's the old the old adage? You don't need to outrun a polar bear, you just need to outrun your friend. It's not the most sympathetic tactic, but it works. Yeah, well, Kara might die on the way up, so don't worry about it. Maybe this tactic won't work at all. Kara needs a chaperone. Can't send the 8-year-old up on her own. I should have put her in the back row. Can Berserkers run? Berserkers might not even be able to run. If you keep blocking, you might win. I want to see how this goes. Come on. Keep blocking. No, you could have hit the second one. Nah! Okay. Let's do something else. Gonna try something else. I think it would have been funny, but I don't want to keep trying to get her up to the top. Instead, what I'm gonna do wait, can I leave? Yes. Okay, I have a better idea. I'm gonna go... Where am I gonna go? I'm gonna go somewhere. I have an idea. Here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna try something. So the Berserkers are unable to run away from battle. Woo! Come on, that tactic would have worked otherwise. Oh no, did she have the guard ring on? She did have a guard ring on, okay. Could have put her in the back row. The healing would have been increased, but the damage received would have been halved. I'm still tempted, you know. But I need to do this anyway. Well, I don't need to, but I'm definitely going to. I want to find a particular enemy here. Not you. Actually, hang on. I might be able to find them in the lake where we just... Yeah. Are they in here? Might be in here. No, they're somewhere. Oh, I can't remember. I think they're here. This is actually an important little location, but we may do that later. We can't do it now. Sorry, this might take a little while, but it'll be worth it. You gave me Blue Mage and I'm going to use it, gosh darn it. Run away! We're powering up the chicken knife as well while we're doing this. These enemies are quite weak. Not a big deal. No Sahagans. You fight these in the first world, I think. How weak they are. We're in the third. Not thunder anemones. Perhaps this wasn't a sensible thing to do on stream. I'm gonna keep trying for a little bit though. If not, Kara in back row. See if that works. Could do. I mean, I don't think I got any random encounters on the magic tower on the way up, so it's entirely possible we could try that again and just not get any encounters on the physical tower. Sahagin, more like Sahagon. They're gone. Hey Ragdoll, can I borrow that cursed item that increases encounter rate? From Dragon Quest 3. Every time I see DQ, my brain wants to say Donkey Kong. Run away! Get a link cable to trade. Yeah! There's a reason I'm doing this, by the way. Because it's the only way to do what I want to do. Trust me, that's your first mistake. How strong's the chicken knife? 75, it's going up. It was 60 when we got it. Can't remember what the max is. Like 120 something. So it's already pretty strong. Gonna go on this side. I think it's a rare encounter. Rare encounters aren't that rare in this game. It's not like 1 in 100 or anything, it's like 1 in 12. Methinks. Get it right up here. Not on land. Tree man. Go away, treeman. They're not low level anymore. Takes a bit more to run away. It's fun to watch. Now this is the time to get up and stretch. Okay, we'll give it 3 more, and then we'll try back row tactics. Maybe I'll do this off stream. I do really want to do this. It's gonna happen. But if it's gonna be this evasive, I will record myself doing it and show you. Let me try the other place. What I said might also have before. Try it in here. Could look it up. Could pause the stream right here and tippity-tap my way on the internet. Or I could embrace the sense of adventure. Sea Devil. Now they're high level. Blink your neck. Rude. Giant bird! It's a giant bird, everyone! Actually, that might be what I was thinking. I might have used that for something else. Beastmaster run. Okay, well, ignore me for that. We'll go back in. Right up against the coastline. No idea if that's beneficial. But I'm testing the hypothesis. And once I have my one result, I will conclude it was either good or bad. Which is good statistics. That's good statistics practice. As soon as you have one result, declare the probability. Science. Rigorous mathematics. Or I could just do that for a bit. Increase the number of steps. There we go. Sailing around at the speed of splash. Got places to boat. Gotta follow my vague memories. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Real quick. I know the name of the enemy and everything. Yeah, okay, there's screenshots I see say they're around here, so just keep going. No, not on land. Tree man! Be gone!
What are you doing?
Excellent question.
You are so weird!
We know this. Here's me thinking I was going to finish this stream early. We'll do Fork Tower and then call it.
Listen, Snake. The cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas! No! Not gas. Oh. I've just realised I do need to actually prepare. I mean, I could do that in the fight. Be nice to be ready. Oh, and doing this with the Berserker as well. Oh no, not again. Berserker's causing problems. Let's try again. Getting rid of things. Could try and like mini you to do like no damage. Did I get Tiny Song or did I abandon? I can't remember. I'm not necessarily looking for low damage, I'm looking for nothing. Can you do no damage? Literally no. I do have Tiny Soul, so I might in the next fight make Tiny Kigurumi child. And then undo that in the fight. For reason. The reasons are very similar to what I was trying to do with the dragon back in the tower, and it was all going horribly wrong. Okay, we're attacked from behind, but this is what I'm looking for. Which is annoying, because I wanted setup. Already killing me. Okay, 0. That's good. Fantastic. What I want. But it does mean you're in the front row, which is not ideal. You can take a hit, so it's fine. Itty bitty teeny weeny little baby Kara bikini. Okay. We now need to stay alive. Do not perturb thingy. Do I have a way of making people fall asleep? That'd be nice. I do not. Never mind. Right. What I want to try and do is I want to try and seduce. Ah, perfect. Yes. Don't undo it. Don't undo it. Oh, yeah, back. Okay, so damage doesn't matter. Kara's just going to do that. It worked immediately. I'm going to be doing a lot of healing. Laddie. child with an axe. Who'd have seen this coming? Jitterbug, not what I want. Everyone's getting
I'm
poisoned.
nothing but a craven.
It's the opposite of a craven. Too gung-ho. Got it first time? Got it first try. So yes, the Dancing Dagger has 4 special abilities. There's a random chance to proc an ability, and there are 4 of them, which it will randomly choose from. One of them is to tempt the enemy into getting confused, and thus either attacking itself or using a supportive move on us, which is what I'm after. Unfortunately, any physical damage knocks somebody out of this confusion. And we have a character who incessantly causes physical damage. So we have to try and time it to get a maximum amount of time between Baby with Axe's attack. Or between the confusion and Baby with Axe's attack. So we've got to do this immediately. There's also the risk that I drain too much MP. If you want to kill Kara, I'm not gonna complain. I can always bring her back, and she won't bother us. Oh dear. You guys chose Berserker. Berserker Blue Mage, what a combination. Kara, down. Right. Kara. That heals the enemy, that's fine. We haven't done any damage. Kara. Bugger. It knocked itself out. That's fine. That's okay. In fact, it might be worthwhile. I think poison just did it. Right, okay, Kara's dead. Long live Kara. We have a better chance. That's not ideal because I do want it to have magic. We can heal it, that's fine. It's trying to kill me, which is not ideal. Heal a little bit. Rip Kara, but it is for the best. It's this, or bang our head against her trying to go up the tower on her own. Sword Dance is the exact opposite of what I want. A knight would be nice here. Sort of guard against attacks. Like that. Oof. Don't die, Lena. Please don't die, Lena. You're the one I want to survive, Lena. Lena is dead. Dear. It's going great, everybody. It's so good. That's the thing. This is just so good. I had another plan, but I thought I just wanted to do this. Don't keep attacking Lena. Lena, do the tempting. No, not swords. Ah, dear. Golly almighty. Why did I? Oh, I just defended. I don't know if I did that. I'm so smart, is the thing. Just so smart. Too smart for my own good gourds. I don't have 2 dancing daggers, do I? Nope, just chicken. All eggs, bacon, beans, and a fried chicken. Sword dance. Probably gonna get healed by a tidal wave, so not even helpful in that. Not even helpful as damage. We will eventually need to kill this thing. Eventually being the operative word. We got it first try. I'm still annoyed at that. Stop killing Lana. Oh dear. Can I blind you? That would be lovely. Stop killing Lana. Oh dear. I give you 1 instruction. The 1 in 3 chance for you to kill Lena. You keep doing it. Okay, let's see if I can flash this thing. I flashed, I don't know if it worked. Well, it missed, but that was Elf Cape. There's a lot of things I probably could do to make this easier. Elf Cape. Maybe it is actually... Maybe it's really possible. It might be. Okay, Lena's up. Start doing it again. Well, okay. Some misses are happening. And a mystery waltz is happening. Didn't miss. Okay, okay. We might be onto something there. Yeah, okay. Flash has reduced its accuracy. It can still hit me, as you can see, but it'll hit me a lot less. Us, on the other hand... Still not getting the dancey thing. We've got it twice now. Oh, 3 times. Now, do not hit yourself. That's the exact thing I didn't want you to do. If anyone wants to go and like make a roast dinner or something, go ahead. We may be here sometime.
Ha! That is your big special move? Hilarious!
Yeah, my big special move is hoping. An old man with a beard doing a bubble show in the street where you live. You're very confused. Well, good for him. Sounds delightful. Right, fourth time's the charm, as they say. Yes! We got it! Right. Alright, get up. Twice in a row, you're just rubbing it in. Immediately snaps him out of it. Doesn't heal, actually, doesn't heal. Clever, smart. And now I will do this on us. Oh no, I can't use it yet. That's fine. We have Big Guard. This gives us the ability to reduce by half all damage, as well as give us automatic healing. Lots of other bits and bobs. It's very, very nice. Very, very good. I can't give Kara a weapon in fight because I can't get her item menu up, but that's fine. I think this thing has a lot of health, so we might be here a while. Finn, yeah, I wish it had ended. But this is, I think with the setup we have of characters, this is the only way I can get this spell. And it is one of the best spells we can get. So, you'll have to forgive me for the the time it took. but it'll be useful until the end of the game, so it's a very much a positive that we have it in all fights except ones that I can instantly cheese, of which there are still several. Actually, having this allows me to cheese another fight. How many fights can we cheese from here on? We can cheese the next boss. Cheese the boss after. We can cheese the boss after that by just not doing. It's very funny. Then we'll go into the void, but we can. I don't think we can cheese the first boss in the void. Second one. No, we have to do that one legit. Might be trouble actually. The one after that we can cheese. One after that we can cheese. One after that we could cheese if we're very, very lucky. The one after that we have to cheese. And then the one after that's going to be a bit of a pain. And then it's the final boss. So that's the itinerary for next stream. We're all keeping track. This thing has a lot of health, by the way. Did I mention that? Yeah, there we go. We have learned Big Guard. Back to the Fork Tower. We sleep in a cabin, and most importantly, we save. So we don't have to do that again. Okay, Fork Tower, we know the drill. Or the fork. Only this time we will have Big Guard or Omniscient, which means that he will do half damage, so we will survive a single hit. We let Faris go with Kara, so Kara doesn't have to try and survive all the way up, although I still would kind of like to have a crack at it with just Kara, just for fun. It could have worked. If I put Kara in the back row and give her the guard ring, then she'll take half damage, but she'll still be healing the same amount of damage each turn. So she might out-heal the damage, maybe. Possibly. Was there any equipment I needed to change? You should probably not have the dancing dagger. But what do you have? Chicken knife. We're on 83 now. Oh. Sure. And you should probably have the what's it? But you don't. So tough. Elf cape's pointless. Guard ring it is. Gold pinion. That's what I was thinking of. Cheese them all! Final Fantasy V is great because it's kind of a puzzle game. Like, you can play it like a normal RPG, but you can also play it like a puzzle game, where every boss has its way to be cheesed, if you know which job is good with it. Boom. And so in a 4-job fiesta, you're like, right, I can cheese these bosses, but I can't cheese the rest, so what do I do about them? Ooh, this is showing us bubble videos. Michael Bublé. This has Michael Bublé. Outside. Stop turning me into a frog. Stop turning me into a tiny frog. Stop turning me into a quarter of a tiny frog. Thank you. Wander on. What is the secret of your power? The secret of the Wonder Rod, which I did not mention before, is that if you use it as an item in battle, it will use a spell. If you use it as an item in battle again, it will use a different spell. You can keep doing this until you have used every spell. I can't remember, I'm guessing it starts with the weak ones and goes to the strong ones? I don't know. Well... I'm gonna reset. So I forgot to give Kara a weapon. Technically, the chicken knife is now better. Oh, sorry. The one thing I didn't mention about the chicken knife, which is rather important, is that the chicken knife does good damage, but every time you use it, there is a 50% chance that you will just try and run away instead. Maybe I should be using the chicken knife to run away from fights. Does running away with the chicken knife mean make the chicken knife stronger? Is the chicken knife self-strengthening? Strengthening? Is the question. I don't know the answer. Right. They're better equipped. That's why there's that glitch. That glitch. Gonna have to be more specific. This is a Final Fantasy game. Wondering why your game would break if you had an all berserker party and one of them had the chicken knife. You mentioned it earlier. You said the berserkers can't run away. That would be. I don't know why, but the berserkers just can't run away by normal means. They might be able to run away with the chicken knife. Oh, it glitches the game because of that. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know. By the way, another way to deal with Omniscient is to have a thing called a wall ring, which you can get from enemies in the Barrier Tower, where we fought Atomos, where Zaza died. I think you can get it from them. Maybe you can only steal it? But either way, stop making me small. Yes, if you have a wall ring equipped, any spell aimed at you will be reflected back to an opponent randomly. This includes heals, so it's slightly annoying. Scan, small, mini, yeah. Me run! What's this say? Yes, wall ring. So it reflects any spell back, almost any spell. There are a couple that it doesn't. Thank you. You unminied me. Can I leave now? Great. Why is one of those resistant? Do they all have different resistances? That's kind of fun. Oh, you might have shelled yourself. Haha, nothing to dispel. Circle. Oh, they don't like me. They don't like me using non-magic. Circle, I think, just boots me out of existence. So yes, if you equip a wall ring at the beginning of this fight, Omniscient's exclusive lineup of magic attacks will just bounce off. You still need to do damage to him, but you know. But I don't have any wall, so I can get one later in the game. I might be able to buy them from Mirage actually, but maybe can you buy them? Might be mistaken. But yeah, that kind of trivializes Omniscient a bit. So you could cheese if I had planned ahead, which I did not. It might be worth giving you, actually, a Defender. You can't use... Oh, Guardian, I think it's called. Not even called the same thing when you pick it up. What I'm also going to do... is I'm just going to make a cheeky little save state. Just so we don't have to go through all that again. Determined to do this bloody tower. There's a reason people hate this tower and, like, challenge runs. It has a reputation. Now, did I put people in the back row and give you a weapon? Let's find out. Well, there goes that Mirage radar already. I forgot to give you something useful, but that's fine. So we're just gonna have to sit through this a little bit again. It's fine, it's fine. Any fun plans for the week coming up? Excitement, thrills, spills, automobiles. I don't really. Working on comics, little commission, streams. I would like to get Dead Island highlights done by the next Patreon update. That would be nice. Should be doable. I just have to actually do it. It's definitely doable because all the clips are there. I just need to make all the silly little edits and such. It helps you ended up fighting a boss for 52 minutes yesterday when it would have taken you much less time. Ah, well. As you say, stuff happens. It's fine. You killed that Minotaur yet? Come on, Kara, I know you're 8 years old, but I don't know how old Kara is, by the way. Granddaughter age. Could drink something. Bonk. Drink a protect drink. Seems a reasonable thing to do. Yeah, reduce physical damage by half. That is one of the 3 things that Big Guard does. Which I would like to cast here, but I can't because magic. No magic. Plain magic. Cannot whistle that low in tune that fast. My ability to whistle has atrophied, and I don't know why. I've gotten worse at whistling. And I'm not just talking about like being in tune, I just mean the ability to actually make a sound. More often than not nowadays, it's like... Whereas previously, as a spry youngster, as a little spring onion, I could whistle with the best of them. In immediacy. Oh hey! The defender worked. Holy! The magic of strength, see its power. Not enough MP. Thank you, thank you. Generally your ability to whistle, but it's always been on that level. Fair enough. Before the tower explodes, I'm also going to make another save. So I don't want to go through that again. Right, omniscient, let's go. Slow. No, we're not starting with slow. Stop it. Restart. Reset it. Immediate bad vibes. Okay, you missed slow. I'm fine with Okay, big gun. Boom, boom. Let's go. Yep, you have the thing. I probably haven't given an air knife to Lena, but that's fine. You scan. That's not gonna do much. Nope, dancing dagger. Hello. Increase the power of wind. Heckin' wind. No muting here, sir. That is another thing you can do to trivialize this boss. If you have a spell sword, they can put spells on their sword, or Mystic Knight as they're also called. And they can put the ability to silence somebody on their sword. So if they hit someone with their sword, that person can't speak anymore. All magic in these games is voice-based. So if you can't speak, you can't do magic. So if you get a spell sword / Mystic Knight and give them silence, flare, there we go. Dead. So are you. Look at that sad, deflated, tiny Lena. That's while we cheer in the background. Yay! Yay! We won! Help me! We've got the black magic flare, which we also can't use. But more importantly, and cathartically, the tower's disappearing. It crumbles and explodes. The tiny pieces. Lena dies so much. It is Lena's raison d'etre. We won't heal. What I will do is I will go in here. Do you remember this little hatch? It actually wasn't here in First World, it was about here. But whatever, close enough. This little hatch by Crescent Island where we found our first airship underground, or underwater. We can park in here and see how things are going. There was a little place to rest. We can go to the little room where we rested. Go have a little sleep in the bed. Look at this. Ah, everyone's gonna go snooze. Lovely times. Just get a solid like 8 hours. Right, now that we've rested, we'll explore a little bit more. And we'll find, oh, hi Sid, you're trapped in machinery, are you? Spinning round and round and round. Good. Glad I spent 8 hours in the other room. Anyway, we found Sid. He's fine. Don't worry about it. He hasn't been traumatized by being stuck in that thing since we've been in this world. But yeah, he and Mid are able to fit out our ship, and we can now go underwater. It's now also a submarine. Oh, exciting things! Zips around real quick. I don't know why it's so quick in this version of the game. Anyway, that's for next time. For now, I will go here to remind myself where I need to go. Whee! Sorry that took longer than expected, but thems be the breaks is sometimes. Swoosh. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a nice time. It's all good. It's all good. Everything. Yeah. Next time, more of this. With any luck, we should beat the game next time. Like I say, we can always just beeline straight for the final area, but there's a couple more places we can go to first. We'll get all of the tablets. It feels appropriate. Get all the tablets. I won't do a bunch of the sort of optional bosses. Won't fight Bahamut or do Phoenix Tower or get Odin or any of that nonsense because you didn't give me a summoner. So, samesies next time you stream anyway, not necessarily tomorrow. Yeah, we're coming to the end of the RPGs. Don't mind, this is very chill. Yeah, I'm glad. Glad people are having nice chill times. It's a service I am happy to provide. So I should find a nice chill end music. Because I always feel bad after a chill stream playing really upbeat stuff. I don't know, what's chill? What's a good chill? Blast us all away. No, some people are probably actually sleeping. Well, that was a short one. We'll go with that. Yeah, should probably play a track from Final Fantasy, but we've probably quite, fed up of that at this point. So instead, we'll play something from a different RPG, kind of. Is it an RPG? I suppose so. Scream into the mic, Puller Jacob. No. No. I know the difference between volume and how loud something is. Or amplitude and how loud something is. Yeah, I did watch that. And I can't fault his reasoning. The things he says are all true. But what he doesn't understand is that microphones distort. And distorted sounds sound louder than they are. It's there's a lot more frequencies going on. It's a broader frequency spectrum with distortion, which is why, for example, a sawtooth wave will always sound louder than an equal amplitude sine wave. Same volume, one sounds louder. And it's also why guitarists like distorted guitars. Sounds loud. But yeah, I'm no Jacob in many ways. But that's cool. So yes, back tomorrow with more of this. End of this, probably. And until then, have the grand. Definite article. Thank you for keeping me company. Hope you enjoy. See you soon. Bye.